Alright, and we're finally ready to go save Kanji from the TV world, so let's go ahead and go do that. But before we actually go save Kanji, there is one thing I want to do. In this video, we're going to do at least maybe one social link, possibly two. So let's actually head to the Central Shopping District real quick, because the next social link is actually here. And it's somewhere that we've been to before. It's the Velvet Room. So let's go ahead and go in there. And we're going to notice something a little different. Margaret's by herself. There's no sign of Marie or Igor. Margaret is a very important character. If I haven't mentioned this, she's actually the eldest of a group called the Velvet Siblings. That includes herself, her younger sister Elizabeth, and their brother, their youngest sibling, Theodore, who are Persona 3 characters. But Margaret, being the eldest, is obviously the most powerful. And I think Margaret actually went through a voice actor's change, too, from the vanilla version. But I like Margaret a lot. She's really cool. She's playable in Ultimax and in Persona 4 Dancing All Night, so that's fun.
Welcome to the Velvet Room. I am Margaret. I am the one who rules over power. Invited here after my predecessor's sudden disappearance.
That references Elizabeth, and if you play Persona 3, you know exactly why Elizabeth disappeared. If you didn't, well, let's just say that Elizabeth has a pretty deep connection to her visitor. And that's all I'll say on that subject.
Shall we chat? I feel that is what I'm called to do.
Margaret represents the Empress Arcana. So let me go ahead and read that out, as I normally do. In tarot readings, the Empress represents mothers, prosperity, creativity, sexuality, abundance, fertility, and comfort, most often in helping maintain peace around them, like an ideal mother would. Gameplay-wise, the personas of the Empress Arcana are often personas excelling in ice-based attacks, with healing powers also relatively common. They are usually important female figures, and many are queens and mother goddesses of some sort. Within the Persona universe, the Empress Arcana often belong to women of authority, or wise and motherly figures. This is no different for Margaret, who sort of expresses like a motherly aura for the protagonist. And this part decided to go unvoiced. But basically how Margaret's social link works is she's going to ask for particular personas that have certain skills. So your job is to make those personas with those skills. This was kind of a bitch in Persona 4 the vanilla, because you had to go through massive fusions and stuff. That would probably cost you tons of money. But in this, skill cards make it a lot easier. So let me go ahead and read off all the people who have also been of the Empress Arcana. The first one from Persona 1 and 2, Yukino Mayuzumi. She had a very deep connection with her teacher. She was kind of also the big sister character in Persona 1 for her classmates. She had a deep connection with her teacher, and I think she actually had her own side story in that game. In Persona 2, she hangs out with Maya, the main female protagonist, and also kind of aspires to be a photographer. Well, she already is one, but still. In Persona 3, this is represented by Mitsuru Kirijo, one of my favorite female characters in Persona 3 and in the Persona series. She's really cool. Voiced by Tara Platt, Yuri Lowenthal's wife. I like her a lot. Artemisia and Pentel and her first persona are really cool. And they kind of fit down to the whole, ice and healing. Although in Persona 3, in the original, she was infamous for that whole Marin Karen thing, so, In JoJo, the Empress is represented by a character called Nina, whose stand, the Empress, attached herself to Joseph Joestar, which is kind of goes against what the Arcana means, but, they're evil. It was kind of a dependency thing, if anything.
Whoa, something's here.
And also, in most of these games, the Empress representative is usually very beautiful, but in JoJo, it was kind of a clever ruse. Still.
Whoa, where did this guy come from?
And now our best friend Foxy is here in the food court.
I think I've seen it at the shrine.
So I mentioned this before, but the fox will join us in the TV world, where it provides healing with its Emma leaves. But for a very pretty big price, but that price goes down depending on how close you are in the Hermit Arcana, Hermit social link. The closer you are, the cheaper the healings are. But since we're not entirely that close, yeah, we're going to have to pay out the ass. Not that we really need to. Considering money is A, not really an obstacle, and B, we can level up pretty easily and handle most dungeons.
Then it really is something.
Now, I'm not entirely sure how the fox is going to handle itself in the TV world, considering there are no fox-sized glasses, but then again, I guess it could heal itself with the leaves, and that would kind of mitigate any pain.
I'd feel bad
I don't know.
It doesn't look like
Do not trap innocent animals. The fox wants to help, so let's let it help. It'd be one thing if it was an asshole animal and it was trying to bite us and give us rabies, but nah, this thing's cool. It's got a little apron on. It has little hearts on it.
Are you suggesting we take it into that other world?
No, shut up, we're doing this. This fox supersedes you, Yosuke. It's my new
It's
Nakama.
going to leave that easily either. And I definitely don't want it being all sulky and getting up to mischief in the store.
Foxes are always mischievous. I'm gonna call him Gray Fox. Even though he's not gray. That's a Metal Gear reference. Anyway, let's go to the TV.
Alright, let's brace ourselves.
We got all the clues for Teddy to give to Teddy, so Teddy will tell us what's going on. Alright. So yeah, Fox is here. Teddy doesn't seem to mind. Alright, Teddy, here's what we got.
Oh, you found out more about Kanji. Uh-huh. A complex.
Yep.
That's it? That's all I have to go on? You're working me to the stuffing.
How do you sniff out a
Open my nose
complex?
up real wide and sniff real hard.
Just sniff for stereotypes. Like really big stereotype.
It feels like our target. Is this it? Follow me.
Let's get going. Da, 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 da. It's a men's locker room. That's a lot of steam.
Is it just me, or does the fog here seem kind of different?
It's not really fog, it's more steam.
Fogging up.
Oh, that's the worst. My sunglasses constantly get fogged up whenever I go out into the hot sun. Cause it's really muggy out in Louisiana.
Come here, pussycat.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, such well-defined pecs. There's no need to be scared.
Should this be censored?
Now just relax.
It's cool, they're just massaging each other. There's nothing harmful about that.
Wait a sec, I don't want to go.
Okay, here comes another motif. Yosuke is kind of
This Kanji could
really homophobic. Not as in he hates them, meaning he's just terrified out of his ass.
Really going into here? I can already feel the sweat.
If it smells even remotely gay, Yosuke is gonna be a little nervous about it. In the anime, there is kind of a thing that happens. Here's a hint. Yosuke gets fingered by a shadow. Oh, goodness. So actually, now we can actually talk to our teammates, and we can take them out. If we want to remove them from the party, you're free to do that. You can go all solo if you want. But we only have 4 members, so let's go ahead and get in there. Oh. I don't think our tracksuits are really a good idea to wear. So this, my nose is totally useless too. This one doesn't have any gimmicks, to my knowledge. So actually we can talk to the other teammates, and they generally have something special to say about their costumes. And they'll mention whatever you have on too. I guess it's in class all the time. So that'll probably be a bonus video in and of itself with all the talks for costumes. I'll do that for a bonus video. I'll do a few things for bonus videos. So let's go ahead and since hang on, let's see. since Yukiko apparently laughs her asshole off about these things, let's go ahead and put on this. Yeah, there we go. Yukiko laughed her ass off about this kind of thing, and then there you go. Let's go ahead and talk to her. I'm wearing those glasses. Yeah, once I shoot, can't concentrate anymore. She just finds these things absolutely freaking hysterical. Whatever, we'll wear them for one battle or not. I'll try to. Ooh, rare shadow! Hell yeah! I'll try to change up my costumes a little bit for each dungeon. If not, I'll try putting on more than one costume on at a time to kind of show them off. To kind of give you guys an idea of what all the costumes look like. And that'll be a fun little thing. So yeah! They are kind of funny whenever you try doing serious battles. It's the contradiction. It's the clash of things. Alright, so Izanagi got a pretty big boost. Ooh, and Jiraiya learned Sonic Punch. Again, I'm gonna try to make sure if I can't cut out all the fights, I'm gonna either try to avoid them, I'll grind off screen, or you know, I'll just cut here or there what I can, but try not to make it look too choppy. Anyway, all right, so there's some big shadows. Let's see what's in this box. Purifying salt. I think that's an attack item. For the most part, since our equipment is super high class because of New Game Plus stuff, this kind of makes fights like this a little easier. A quick thing before I forget. If you go here and you go to System, I'm pretty sure this is just a New Game Plus thing, but if you go to Change Difficulty, you can actually change how much damage you give, how much you take, or how much you take, how much you give, how much experience you get, how much money you get, you know, stuff like that. And you can also retry certain battles in dungeons. So this game makes grinding a lot easier. So if you put up your XP to max or to really high, you can totally like grind out more than a few levels and be ready for a boss like instantaneously. I know I'm fighting an enemy right now. I'm sorry. I know I said I'll skip this. But just a few little things. Hang on, let's see. Yukiko actually has an area of effect magic spell. Check it out. Oh, they're weak to it. Cool. So this will be useful.
I broke a sweat.
The glasses are... I find them amusing. I find them amusing. Let's see. Alright. So yeah. This is I know I keep fighting enemies, but I want to try leveling up a little bit. Just a pinch.
It seems strong, but I'm sure you'll win.
Yosuke learns Sonic Punch. Deals a little bit of damage. Yeah! And it missed. Thanks, Yosuke. Let's just friggin' regular rush it.
Hang in there.
So yeah, so Kanji's Shadow World is a bathhouse, or it's a sauna. You know, they use this again in Persona Q, and I'm not really sure why. It was called the Inaba Pride Festival. So, I mean... And they had shadows that function pretty similarly to the shadows that we'll see in the dungeon. To certain shadows that we'll see in the dungeon. So if it wasn't completely obvious, Kanji's other half probably works on is kind of an issue with his sexuality. At least at first glance. It's a lot more complicated than that. It might just seem like, oh, well, he's gay. To which the voice actor Troy Baker has mentioned, oh yeah, he's totally gay. It's a little bit more complicated than that as we'll progress. Not all these shadows or other halves of or these repressed feelings are as cut and dry as they might seem. Why is it so steamy here? Does that have something to do with kanji? Do you know what it is, Sensei? I think I get the hints. Again, it's more than implied that Kanji is kinda gay. If, you know, calling him strange wasn't enough of kind of a hint and that kind of sets him off, I don't know. But then again, we realize, you know, Yosuke's wasn't as simple as, oh, I just think everything is boring. And Chie's wasn't as simple as, oh, I use Yukiko to elevate my own self-esteem. You know. And the same goes for Yukiko, besides, like, oh, I want somebody to just save me. Jesus, and they keep linking up.
Two more enemies. You gotta hang tight.
Oh, look, there's a tiger with a ball. Oh, never mind.
Go get him.
I think in Persona Q they would actually mention, like, something about the Shadow's appearance. They would reference, like, what its appearance meant. And these glasses are a little weird.
Another level for me.
Yosuke is pretty close to getting Magaru, which is the mass wind spell. Chie, I think, gets Mabufu, which is the mass ice spell. But I think she only gets one more ice spell after that. And it's the mid-level ice spell. Spells come in a variety of types. There is Agi, which is the fire spell, which is what Yukiko specializes in. There's Bufu, which is what Chie specializes in. That's the ice spell. There's Garu, which is the wind spell that Yosuke specializes in. And then there's Zio, which our character specializes in. At least Izanagi does. And that's the lightning spell. There's also Hama and Mudo, which are the light and darkness spells. Those are the instant kill spells, and they're very annoying when you're on the opposite end of those. There's also the Megiddo spells, which are the almighty spells, which do almighty damage, which is kind of a non-blockable elemental attack. They come in a variety of levels. There's the base level one, and then there's the La spells, at least for most of the spells. That's your medium damage. But for Agi, it's Agi Lao. And then it goes up to Dine, and then I think for Daya, which is the healing spell, is Dayarahan and Dayarama. Reversed order. But anyway, Kanji's being cool.
At last, I've penetrated the facility.
Oh, Troy Baker was having a riot whenever he was doing this role.
This steamy paradise, but I've yet to have any charming encounters.
He probably was having a ball with this role.
Hot fog be the cause?
Ooh!
Steam rising from sweat. My body's tingling with excitement.
Men only, Kanji Tatsumi and Rosie Steam Paradise.
Crap, this is so wrong in so many ways.
Hey, don't judge.
I remember it being kind of like this on Yukiko's show too.
You know? Some dudes like chicks, some guys like guys, and some guys like both dudes and chicks.
Voices again.
Don't judge.
Are they louder this time?
These voices. I was wondering whose they could be since it's only the victim in here. Is it the people watching outside?
You
Ooh.
mean everybody who's watching the Midnight Channel? They're reacting to
I
the
say don't judge, but this is high school we're talking about.
now?
So, if
In a way,
this probably isn't a good light to put somebody who's renowned as a tough guy in, especially around high school students. Probably not the best.
Shadows are getting really restless.
That elusive thing I truly yearn for. Will I finally find it here?
Take off the towel.
Onward and deeper to reach further realms of romance. Let's get going, damn it!
I like that fussy little stomp.
That was his other self. It's trying
Oh,
to
and this song is amazing.
seems much worse than that time with Yuki-chan's shadow.
It's like called,
Might end up getting bare naked.
oh god, Teddy and his fucking bear puns.
Oh man, here it comes. Was I supposed to laugh?
Oh, even Yukiko, who has a shitty sense of humor, knows that puns fucking suck. The song was called Muscle Blues, and I love it. I love Muscle Blues. It is awesome. Da-na-da-da-da-da-da. Oh, it's one of the best songs in the game. That's why this game has awesome music. Frickin' Muscle Blues. For those of you who bought the vanilla version of the Persona 4, which I recommend doing, if only because it lets you have, if only because it provides you with an awesome OST. You could probably download it online, but still, I recommend getting the OST. It's a good little CD. It also looks really cool. It's one of my favorites. All right, we beat the tiger with the ball. Come on, shuffle. Do I want some money? Let's get some more experience. That's always good. It's not a lot, but it's enough. I think before I fight the boss, I might do a little itty bitty teeny weeny bit of grinding. Just a pinch. Just so I'm a little ahead of the game. Just a pinch. We don't want the boss being too easy, but at the same time, we also don't want... Oh, look, there's a Hulk Hogan enemy. That's kind of the enemies that you should expect from this dungeon. They're muscleman enemies. Ah, hell. That's not good. Oh, this is not good. This is so not good. This is so not good. Medea. There we go. Ooh. Ooh. Okay, sometimes Rush does not want to work with you. Fuck me! Okay, what the hell? Daring Gigas. Let's hit him with Bufu. Alright, wind doesn't work. How about wind? I mean, ice doesn't work. Wind. I probably need to change out these glasses. My glasses. Alright, how about some fire for you? Toast your buns. Alright, maybe it was Zio. Whatever. Oh boy, turning against the party, that is one of the worst effects. Let's go ahead and get this one. Let's get this one. Let's get this one. And let's do this one. Sweet bonus. 3 priestesses in a row. That's like a jackpot. Well, we'll get half money, but it's alright. I think there's a trophy for actually getting a certain number of sweet bonuses. I think for 50. Now, if they're in a row or not, I don't know. There we go. A little bit of healing from Yukiko is all we need. Yeah, at the same time, I don't want the boss to become too easy, but I don't want them dragging on forever. And I don't want to have another instance of getting my ass whipped like I did with that king thing. And these enemies keep chasing me around. Son of a bitch. Okay, these enemies I definitely know are weak to an elemental spell. I think it's wind. Yeah, it's wind. If I had Magaru, this would go by a lot quicker. Okay, time for TA's awesome move, Galactic Punt. Suck it. Yeah! Sometimes if you do enough weakness attacks, your party will want to do their own little unique attack. Chie's is awesome because it's Galactic Punt and it just knocks a bitch out of the ring. Yeah, physical attacks don't really work on these things, so sometimes rushing isn't good. Oh, but speaking of which, time for a all-out attack. Yeah. Oh, nothing linked. Okay. Sweet. Alright, so I want this one, and I want this one, and I want this one. Yeah, Emperor! This one wasn't very... This particular draw wasn't bad at all. Izanagi's gonna be awesome by the end of this. Look at that. Boom. His stats are going up like cray-cray. Oh, did I actually just say cray-cray unironically? And we got a Snuff Soul, so that's always good. That's the SP healing item. Those are a lot more expensive and a lot more rare to find. And this tiger thing is going to be a pain in my ass. Although, not really, considering... Now, why does a shadow have money? Shuffle time again. I need to change these glasses. I'll do that after the shuffle. Okay. So I want this one, and I want this one, and I want this one, and I want this one. So we got a half experience, but we also get an experience bonus. We also get money. And Natataishi. Natataishi is shit tier compared to Futsun Nushi. Alright, let's go ahead and change out the glasses. I know. They're funny. They're funny. They're funny. But we should probably throw on... Not any of that. Let's just go with default. Yeah, there we go. Let's go ahead and go back to normal. Whenever we get more party members and we go to another dungeon, then we'll start switching out stuff. There'll be a lot more costume switching toward later parts of the series. This is a little thing to look forward to. And that might be a bonus video in and of itself, besides just the conversation about it. We're making pretty good progress. We're already about 4 levels in, and I forget how tall this dungeon is. A man can't back down at a time like this. How manly Kanji Tatsumi can be. That's another thing that Kanji himself deals with. What it means to be a man. You'll hear the Lovely Man, or, yeah, there's a book called The Lovely Man, I believe. I think we might have picked it up earlier. Being manly. The word manly is thrown around a lot in this game. And being a man, or stuff that it's expected of being a man, is brought up a lot in this game. And it also kind of relates to the Emperor Arcana. Because it's implied for a position... And I'll get into what the Emperor Arcana... I'll get into what the Emperor Arcana is. Because... Okay, spoiler alert, that's what the boss is. The boss is of the Emperor Arcana. And I'll get into that a little bit later. Not right now. A man's got this thing called pride. That's what Kanji's whole thing is about. It's about his pride, being a man, what it means to be a man. Stuff like that. And that works for an Emperor Arcana, considering it's about male domineering figures. People who have control of their own destiny and whatnot. I'll have a more detailed description after we finish this dungeon. So look forward to another tarot card interpretation. It's like story time. I enjoy. Now, whether you give any credibility to tarot cards or not, it's still a fun little thing to read about. It's kind of cool to interpret meanings and stuff like that. It's kind of like the zodiac or your star sign. It doesn't really mean anything. You don't really have to put much stock into it, but it does sound kind of cool. Let's go to avoid encounters, half experience, and I guess we'll take Oroba. So we won't be discovered by enemies, we'll get half experience, and Oroba is a magician arcana persona. Again, compared to Mata, he's pretty shit. Maybe we don't need to use maybe we do not need to grind so much for the fight with Shadow Kanji. I know that sounds like a spoiler saying that we're fighting Shadow Kanji, but it really isn't. Kanji's the victim here, so pretty much in every instance, anybody who gets kidnapped will fight their shadow self. So, you know, we'll see kind of a trend here. Although Yosuke and Yukiko and Chie weren't kidnapped. The other Kanji's staring at us. Hey there, cutie pie! Are you trying to break the barrier of acceptable just like me? I cannot do that role justice. Woo! Toodaloo! This little bear is getting too scared to go on. Funny you mentioned bear, Teddy. Ooh, rare shadow. Come back, you bitch. Oh, he went through the door. Come here. Here. Damn it. No, no, no. You are... Fuck. Did I get him? I think I got him. No, I didn't. Damn it.
That's a strong enemy. Don't get hurt.
Alright, it's this muscle man thing again. Alright, come on.
Your defense is down.
Fuck it, Garu. Take it. Oh boy. He does a freaking clothesline. He does a Hulk. This thing is obviously based on Hulk Hogan. Hulk Hogan. The blood red moon will take you, Hulk Hogan. Yeah.
Work, Sensei. That's mine so far.
That was for the Ultimate Warrior, you fuck. Iron Sheik. Iron Sheik is #1 wrestler. Ooh, the Justice Arcana. This one's a really good one to draw in my opinion, for shuffle time, because it gives you more strength. Maybe we might use some skill cards later on to make Izanagi stronger. Although I think you don't necessarily have to use skill cards to make your persona better through shuffle time. Because there are instances whenever shuffle time... there are certain cards that pop up in shuffle time that aren't Arcana... Well, that aren't major Arcana cards, or maybe they are. But they're cards that mutate your skills and make them stronger. This floor is steamy. I don't think that Kanji's dungeon has any, like, real big gimmicks. Oh, but in Persona Q, ugh, that was... The Inaba Pride exhibit was... Alright, let me actually get on the topic of Persona Q. Let's talk about another Persona game while we're here. Persona Q is a... It was kind of the crossover game between another crossover game, not the crossover game. Oh, boss time, or mini-boss time. Between Persona 3 and Persona 4. And it's another one of these Gigas things. Welcome to Man's World! This place is heating up from the sudden entry of a fine young man. To celebrate this encounter, prepare a special stage tonight. Pour on your hot blood and guts. It's time for WrestleMania. He's running wild. Oh.
Really strong.
Oh shit, it's running wild. Alright. What you gonna do, brother? Let's go ahead and let's go ahead and hit him with Agi. Okay, so while I'm fighting this guy, Persona Q was kind of... Let's hit him with... No, not her! Oh, shit. I pressed X too fast. Anyway. Let's hit him with Garu. Yeah, but Persona Q is like another crossover between Persona 3 and 4, which I'm totally for. Don't get me wrong, I love both of those games. And Persona 4 Arena and Ultimax were awesome games. They were really cool. But, Persona Q, it was kind of a fun game. It was sort of fun. I mean, it's a decent game for the 3DS. Don't get me wrong on that. But, the issue that I have with it, besides it being an Etrian Odyssey clone, because it was, you know, done by the Etrian Odyssey team. Oh boy, there goes Chie.
Chie-chan's hurt. Someone help her.
The dungeon mechanics was so goofy. They were so... Because you had these enemies called FOEs, right? And they were kind of... Okay. And they were kind of like super enemies. They were like mini-bosses in the stage. And you had to constantly avoid them, because if you fought them and you weren't a high enough level, they would whip your ass. But even if you were at a high enough level to fight them, they would still take forever. And especially there were some that could heal themselves, and that was super annoying, you know. I mean, it wasn't a bad game. The story was more or less kind of the same thing as most Persona games, like facing your other half. It was more of a Persona 4 story than a Persona 3 story. Let's see. But it was cool to see the interaction between both parties, like both full parties. So that was really cool.
Chie-chan, you're hurt.
But
Get some help.
hang on. Let me get my train of thought going on here. Oh, right. And there was another... The game made 2 new characters, Ray and Zen. Voiced by Keith Silverstein for Zen, who was also the voiceover actor for Tatsuya Suo from Persona 2, at least in the PlayStation Portable port. And then there was also Ashley Birch, who from Yo Ash, What You Playin', who played Ray. Now, these weren't terrible characters. I mean, they were more or less the main characters of the game. But my whole question is, why would you either... Did they honestly think that out of the entire pantheon of Persona 3 and 4 characters that we had to choose from, did Atlas really think we would pick these 2 nobodies who can't even use a persona? That's my question. Kanji's having some issues about what it means to be a man. I mean, Teddy is also having some issues about what he is. I mean, he's apparently not human. He lives in the TV world. And he's a talking bear. So... I guess he's also having a little bit of a complex here or there. Although he's not having a major issue with it. Wow, we're going up this place pretty fast. This place is great. It's wonderful here. Now that doesn't... Is that Shadow Kanji or regular Kanji? I guess we'll find out. We're getting closer to the end. I might grind a... Oh, it's Rare Shadow. Son of a bitch! I keep missing it! I missed it again! Oh, and if it falls on its ass, then you have a short amount of time to stop it before it just disappears. Damn! And it's using Magaru, which makes my character dizzy. And Chie is silenced. But it's fine. Rushing works. Oh, but I'm back up. Okay. There we go. That looked kind of hectic. Ooh, the Wheel of Fortune. This isn't a bad draw. Luck, endurance, and another chess key. Izanagi is going up like crazy. I said cray-cray before. I'm not doing that again. Damn it, and the Rare Shadow's gone. Shit. Ah, well. It's not a big deal. Not a big deal. There's plenty of those left. This is what I meant by an Izanagi only run is really viable. Because already, Izanagi's stats are going... Due to the immense amount of shuffle times that we're doing... Let's actually use a chess key. 16, so yeah, we got plenty to spare. Spark Vow. I think that protects or enhances lightning magic. But yeah, Izanagi's stats, or whatever persona that you like, their stats will go up ridiculous depending on if you get a sweep bonus once. If you get sweep bonus once, you're pretty much guaranteed to get it every other time. So, again, a single persona run is highly viable. And let's just put it on rush for a bit. Oh boy. These things do some pretty heavy magic damage. What are we up against next? 3 more of these assholes. Shit. And then there's those tables. I don't know why they use Maka Jam on... See, that's a more appropriate target. Because Chie doesn't really use magic. Chie's our physical attacker of the group. She's kind of like... I don't really know what roles, like in typical RPGs, you could probably assign to these characters. Oh, this one isn't great. Okay, so no items. Let's go for this one. I guess we'll go for half money, because I kind of want to see items. Oh, there we go, strength. That works. Some of these shuffle time cards are kind of not so great, considering that they do they kind of either take away half your experience, half your money, or take away all your items for the shuffle time bonus, or for the result screen bonus. But they are worth it. They are worth, you know, ponying up just so you can get more stat boosts, or more possibilities at stat boost, or more skill cards, or levels up for your persona. Let's see. Floor 10. Alright. So Kanji's not that far. We're on floor 10. So there is a possibility. I think this place goes up to about 11? Maybe 12. Maybe 12. I definitely know that 12 and 13 are some of the higher numbers for later dungeons. But Kanji's it's pretty big. And these dungeons aren't overly sized. Kanji's is very, okay, this time I'm going to get it. This time I'm going to get it. Yes, got it that time. Alright. Not missing again. Let's put on Rush. And these dungeons aren't overly large to the point where they're annoying. Some of them have kind of goofy gimmicks, and there's one later on that has a really, really kind of a shit gimmick that I don't really care for. And I say gimmick, it's more of kind of like a little puzzle, sort of. It's kind of obscure, or it's kind of more of an inconvenience than a gimmick, I guess. No, it actually has a gimmick that's pretty annoying, so never mind. But it's fun. A lot of these you can actually, the stairs aren't usually that far away, so you can get there pretty quickly. So, none of these dungeons are terrible. Alright, well I guess we're losing our shuffle bonus. Let's go ahead and get our HP and SP, because we have enough keys. Alright, well, our sweet bonus is gone. But it's fine, we leveled up. We're at 17. Izanagi his endurance is pretty good. His strength is not that bad. Yosuke just needs one more level to do his mass wind spell. And that's going to be useful. Chie is pretty close to learning Rampage, which I think is a pretty big physical attack. Yukiko is actually going to learn the next level in magic spell. She's going to learn her medium fire spell. So that'll be really useful. That'll be really useful for enemies who are weak to fire, at least. Like I said, Yukiko is our team mage slash white slash black mage in our group. She does both physical and healing spells. So she's pretty useful in the magic department. I wouldn't say she's a glass cannon, but she definitely puts a bigger preference on magic and oh, alright, we're at the last area. We're at the last level. Okay, I'm trying to think. You know what? Let's add a few snuff souls to our guys, and I think we're actually ready to take them on. Screw it, I'm ready. And if not, you know, we'll retry the dungeon a little bit, and I'll cut to where I'm back here. So let's go ahead and go save Kanji. Let's do this. Let's save our best friend Troy Baker, the coolest character in the game. Let's do this. There he is. Alright, let's grab him and run.
Kanji!
Oh boy.
Oh, come now. Enough with the charade. Isn't it awful to deceive people? To deceive yourself? What's so bad about doing what I want to do? That is nothing.
Like having sex with men.
I'm what you really want, aren't I?
This one's a little harder to accept than the last ones.
Girls.
This isn't helping, though.
So arrogant. arrogant and self-centered. They cry if you get angry, they gossip behind your back, they spread nasty lies.
Girls are confusing. I won't refute that.
Disgusting thing, and say that I'm a weirdo, laughing at me all the while. You like to sew? What a queer. Painting is so not you. But you're a guy. You don't act like a guy. Why aren't you manly?
If it wasn't obvious.
Be a guy.
There you go.
To be manly.
To be a man, to be a manly.
I ain't scared of him.
Oh boy.
Much better.
If it wasn't entirely obvious about Kanji's issues.
Yes, I vastly prefer men.
There you go.
Hell with that. What makes you think you can say that shit with my face? Why, you're me. And I'm you. You do know that, don't you? No. Nuh-uh. No way! There's no way in hell that you're me!
Oh boy. Probably shouldn't have said that, Kanji.
You're me, and there's no denying it!
Although, to be quite honest, in front of the group, could you really... Okay.
Kanji-kun!
Everyone, on guard!
Could you really accept that in front of a bunch of people, especially a bunch of high schoolers? It's symbolic.
I am a shadow. The true self. I'm just being true to myself. And that's why I'll get rid of anything in my way.
Are these Kanji-kun's true feelings?
This isn't really him. It's just his emotions going haywire.
This has nothing to do with you guys anymore. Didn't I just say I'm gonna get rid of you?
Oh boy. Okay, so this is Shadow Kanji of the Emperor Arcana.
Hang in there!
Does a lot of lightning damage and physical attacks. Kind of gives you a hint on what Kanji does if he's a party member. But Kanji's also Shadow Kanji's accompanied by two other party members. Tough Guy and Nice Guy. One does buffs, one does debilitating attacks. This was kind of, but I think what we need to do is we need to go ahead and take Shadow Kanji's defense down a peg. Let's do that. Yeah. Let's go ahead and hit Narukami with a couple of little buffs here and there to get him ready. And Yukiko can go ahead and use Miyagi to do a bit of damaging attacks. There we go. We hit one. So one of them was weak to fire. This fight in the anime is a little interesting. It's a little interesting. That's the word. Interesting. That's the lightning attack. No, it's not. No, it's just... Oh, it just poisons you. Red wall. That's... Alright. So Nice Guy will do buffs, shields, stuff like that. Let's go ahead and hit Shadow Kanji with Cleave, because I think if we take him out, then the fight's over. Boom! Oh, that's not good.
Yosuke's all poisoned!
How about Garu? I think it goes to reason lightning's weak to wind. No, it's not. Whoops. Okay. So Shadow Kanji is not that easy of a boss. Shadow Kanji is, to me, he was a little more difficult than Yukiko, or he took a little bit longer. There's Mazio, so Yosuke's gonna eat shit. There we go.
Don't give up, Yosuke!
Give me more.
Give me more. Ripata! I think Shadow Kanji does a lot of physical attacks and lightning elemental spells, while his buddies do, while Nice Guy does buffs and stuff like that, and barriers, while Tough Guy goes ahead and beats the shit out of you with physical attacks. Let's go ahead and hit him with our regular knives. There we go. Use our powerful weapons.
Poisoned!
since our characters are kind of have really good equipment, I don't think the poison's going to be that much of an issue, so we don't really have to worry about it. Let's go ahead and just physically attack him. Yeah, there we go. Nice with Chie. This is kind of a really, really big contradiction for the Roar of Wrath. I think that's definitely a lightning spell. No, it's a physical attack. No, it just pisses you off. Never mind. Okay, so Shadow Kanji does debuffs. And Chie and Yukiko are...
Chie-chan's really pissed off.
But hopefully we can just beat his ass down before he does any more crazy shit like that. I don't think Nice Guy heals anybody. Damn! Yukiko did more damage than Narukami. Oh shit, and so did Chie. Nothing really, but to do... Oh boy. I'm not explaining this boss very well, but hey. As long as you are able to mitigate his debuffs and stuff, you should be fine. It's really a matter of managing 3 different opponents at the same time. But if you have New Game Plus weapons, bam! It's easy. Okay, do I have any mass healing items? This actually is kind of appropriate. In the anime, Chie and Yukiko were super pissed off because Yosuke and Narukami got their assholes fingered. I'm not even joking. I am not even joking. That was a thing that happened in the anime. Chie and Yukiko got super pissed off at the nice guy and tough guy that they just beat the shit out of all 3 of them and won the day. Keep that word in mind. Accept. See, that's kind of more or less Shadow Kanji's issue. It's not really the gay thing. It's acceptance. But I should. That's for the. I said that, but we'll check that out after I beat him. We should probably heal Chie. And she ain't gonna take it anymore. Okay, Yukiko's all better now, so let's go ahead and use Medea. So yeah, the Shadow Kanji, I was about to go on about this, but I just didn't talk about it. Shadow Kanji is kind of a inverse of what the Emperor Arcana is. Since this is very dependent on others, and it's not very out of control, whereas the Emperor focuses on having control and being in control of one's own destiny. This, not really the case. This is very much kind of letting the world take over. Oh, and there goes Shadow Kanji. And I think Nice and Tough Guy go down as well. There you go. Let's go ahead and... So, yeah, that fight wasn't too hard. Yeah! We leveled up. We got level 18. Yeah! So now, it's time for Kanji to accept his other half, so he can become a party member along with the rest of the group. Because he is my favorite character. I say that with no hint of irony. I love Kanji. I have an action figure of Kanji. One of those little prize rewards that I got off Amazon. It's from the Ultimax game. It has Kanji holding a friggin' folding chair. I love that figure. It is awesome. I love Kanji. Kanji's my favorite. He's my favorite character.
Damn it.
But this one's gonna be a little harder to accept than the other ones.
Something's wrong.
As evidenced. Because it gets back up.
It's still coming at us. Kanji is still rejecting it.
Can't blame him with this many witnesses.
Yeah.
Such a passionate approach.
What?
I think that you 3 would make wonderful boyfriends.
Stop it! You got it all wrong.
Enough. Stop! What the hell are you blabbering about? I don't care who. Won't someone, anyone please accept me? Stop it! Accept me for who I am!
Whoa, whoa! I really don't swing that way!
Yosuke, shut
I
up.
said stop it!
Ba-boom! Knocked it the fuck out.
Can't believe something like this is inside me.
Odd choice of words.
Yeah, I know. I've known all this time I had something like you. It ain't a matter of guys or chicks. I'm just scared shitless of being rejected.
There you
I'm a
go.
total
See?
pansy who tries to make everyone hate me.
You're not alone. I love you, Kanji. You're the best.
Come on, get up. Anyone who looks like me, I know they ain't so weak that they can't take a punch. I already know that you're me. You're me. And I'm you, damn it.
And Kanji's strength of heart has made Taki Mikazuchi the best persona in the game. My favorite one. Oh, dude, Taki Mikazuchi is fucking awesome. It is so radical. I love this guy. But naturally, this takes it out of him.
Kanji-kun!
Oh,
Get
man.
out of here.
See, like I mentioned before, it's not really him being gay that's the issue, or him possibly being gay. However you want to interpret the character, that's your prerogative.
It's nothing.
Just because the voice actor says that the character's gay does not necessarily mean that he is. But if you interpret him to be gay, correct. If you don't,
It's like my
correct.
mind's all cleared up.
No need to act so tough.
Hey, about what just happened.
We'll tell you later. It was a dream. Woo!
You better.
We'll explain everything later. You need to take a rest now. We'll be waiting for you at school.
School? Sure, if I ever feel like going.
I'll take this guy home. If anyone asks, I'll just say I found him somewhere like this.
And we were totally macking out in the hallway. So yay, we were able to save Kanji, my favorite character in the game. I love Kanji. He is so cool. He's actually the character who gets the most backstory and characterization. As well as possibly the most dialogue. But hey, Troy Baker don't do no bit
I
part.
forgot to tell you. Remember that Kanji Tatsumi guy I told you about? You know, the one who went nuts on that news special. His
You mean that
family
cool guy?
called in to report him missing, but now he's been found. I
Yay!
thought, you know, since you go to the same high school.
I'm glad to hear that. He's a cool guy. We're gonna be best friends.
One other thing.
What's
I've
up?
seen you around that textile shop lately, I hear. It's not the kind of shop students normally visit. Just what kind of business did you have there?
My friend took me there. Yeah, that's it.
Friend? Oh, that Amagi girl. That's right. Her family's in.
Yeah, we're dating. Okay, good. Good cover. Good cover.
Fine. Just don't get yourself in over your head, okay?
Dude, I can mac on any girl I want. You got nothing.
Fighting again?
Okay. So yay! We saved Kanji. So that'll do it for this particular episode. In the next episode, we will do some more social links. And I'll also talk about the Emperor Arcana. But first, let's see if there's a cutscene real quick. If there's a cutscene, then we'll watch it. If not, then we will sup. Yeah, okay, well, let's just do this real quick and then we'll get back on there. Shape up, assholes! You guys are slacking off. Kanji Tatsumi is a perfect example. You shut your mouth, Kirk Thornton! How dare you talk bad about Kanji? He is the best. You got nothing on him. He could crush an entire biker gang by himself. That's how cool he is. You frickin' shitlord. Oh, okay, Yukiko wants to hang out. Well, we're not hanging out with Yukiko in the next episode. We're gonna hang out with Chie. No, wait. Yeah, Chie. There she is. There's our possible waifu with the other waifu who came before her. We will see how that bowls over. Dude, everybody wants to hang out with us. All the ladies want Narukami. They all want him. I mean, look at him. All the chicks want Narukami. It's not even funny. Steel, Kingpin of Steel. Alright, so that will do it for this particular episode. Like I said, next episode, a lot more social links. And I'll go over the Emperor Arcana and a few more. Until then, thank you so much for watching.